Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you about my project, that is multi-restaurant management system or multi-restaurant table management system, which I have developed using Spring Boot and React.js. So the technologies which I have used for the development of the projects are Spring Boot for the backend, React.js for the front end, MySQL for the database. For the project and the dependency management, I have used Maven and Bootstrap 5 for the styling purpose. Softwares used for the development of the projects are STS or Spring Tool Suite for the backend, VS Code for the front end, and MySQL Workbench for the database. User modules present in the project. So the project basically contains 4 modules, that is administrator module, restaurant module, customer module, and the delivery module. Functional modules present in the project. So the very first and the very important functional module is user authentication module, then restaurant module, food category module, food module, cart module, order module, delivery person module, order delivery module, table module, and the last one is table order module. Now let's see the overview of the project, but before that let me tell you very important thing, that is this project is the updated version of my existing project, that is a multi-restaurant online food ordering system, wherein multiple restaurant can register into the system and they can handle their multiple food orderings from the customers. Okay, and that is the online system. But now in that project I have integrated or implemented one more thing, that is the management system, that is table management system, that is restaurants can basically manage the offline system also. Means when customer will visit to the restaurant, they will have to serve the food, right? Then after that they will have to make the bills, correct? So in the existing system I have added this management system also. So now basically restaurants can handle the online food orders from the customer, and also they can handle the customer orders offline. So now let's see the basic overview of the project. So as we know, our project contains 4 modules, that is admin module, restaurant module, customer module, and the delivery person module. But in this case, for this project, multi-restaurant management system project, only restaurant module is required. Okay, but if you want to see the complete overview of the project for handling the customer orders online, then you can watch the previous video. Definitely I will give the project video link in the description. Okay, you can watch that video also if you want. Okay, but as of now only restaurant module is required. So restaurant will basically register and log in into the system, and after the login he will add the food into the system which are available at their restaurant. And once the food is added, those food will be visible in the home page of our website, so that customer can also order the foods online. Okay, but as of now we will be seeing the offline thing. Okay, so now food is also added. So once customer will visit to the restaurant, okay, uh, they will sit on the table. Okay, and that can be table 1, table 2, table 3. Okay, it depends like how many tables the restaurants have. Okay, then after that the waiter will serve the foods to the customer, and they will eat, and once the food is completed, okay, then they will visit to the reception for the bill. Okay, and now this reception is the important thing, where he will use our application to generate the bill. Okay, and during the generation of the bill he will add the customer detail, and also the foods he will add which the customer has ordered in the restaurant, okay, with the quantity, and at the end he will generate the bill for the customer. Okay, in the previous video I have shown like how customer can order the foods from the restaurants online, and in this case I have shown how restaurant can manage the customer orders at offline side in the restaurant. So this was the basic overview of the project. Now let's see our project in detail, but before that I would like to request you guys to please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it really takes lots of time and efforts for creating such type of projects. So hit that subscribe button to motivate me to create more such type of projects. Now without wasting any time, let's see the complete project in detail, and for that let's go to the other end. So this is our backend project. As I have already told that I have used STS for the backend development. So we can see our Spring Boot application here, and we can see the packages here, src main java, and inside it we have multiple packages here. Okay, we have our pom.xml file here, okay, where I have added all the required dependencies. Okay, we can see here, and also these are the two important things, that is table controller and table order controller I have created, okay, for handling the offline system of the restaurant. Okay, yeah, we have our config package here, okay, where I have configured the interceptor, Swagger, Spring Security and all the things. Okay, then yeah, this is our complete like package. Okay, then after this let's also see our front end code. So this is our project. Okay, then here also we can see multiple packages here. We can see here cart component, order component. Why? Because I have updated the project in my existing system. Okay, yeah, so here we can see the restaurant management component. This component I have created for handling the offline restaurant thing. Okay, the table management basically. Yeah, so this is our complete projects. Yeah, so now let's run our projects without wasting any time. So firstly I'll run the backend application. Okay, so for that I will right click on the project and run as Spring Boot app. Okay, so our Spring Boot application is starting and we can see the Spring Boot version here. Okay, that is version 3.1.3, which is the latest version actually. Okay, so now let our Spring Boot application run. Okay, so our application is started and it is running on port 8080. So once our application is running fine, I will open the Swagger config file. Okay, and from here we will get the Swagger URL. Yeah, we can see here. I will simply copy this. Now I will hit the URL here. So here I should be able to see the complete API details, okay, which I have developed for this application. Yeah, and we can see in the case of the table management system only two controllers are there, table controller and the table order controller. Okay, in the table controllers there are 5 APIs and in the table order controllers I have created 3 APIs. Okay, then yeah, so we can see the complete API details from the Swagger here. Then after that, now let's run our React.js application also. So for that I'll simply hit the command npm start and hit enter. Now let our React.js application also run. Okay, so our React.js application is also running fine and we can see here the output in the browser. Okay, so as we know, this is our existing project, that is multi-restaurant online food ordering system, and in the same project I have added the functionality of the table management. Okay, so we can see here the categories and all the things. Okay, so if you want to see the complete overview of the project, of my existing project, you can see the previous video. Okay, the link for the same I will give in the description. Okay, you can watch the video like how this category got added here. Okay, how we can log in as an admin, how we can basically search the food and all the things. Basically the complete thing you can see in my previous project video. Okay, but as of now, from here we can basically register into the system. Okay, which also I have shown in my that video. Okay, so now I will log in with the restaurant. Okay, so I will log in with the restaurant 2. Okay, which I had registered earlier. So I will use the same email ID and the password. Login, invalid email or password. Okay, the spelling is wrong here. Login. Okay, logged in successful, and in here we can add the food from here. Okay, and also we can view all the foods which is added by these restaurants earlier. Okay, so as of now there are total 6 foods are there. Okay, and here we can see all the foods here. Okay, and there are, I think, 11 foods are there from all the restaurants. Okay, because the thing is we are able to see these foods from all the restaurants. Okay, but here uh, in the restaurant 2, for the restaurant 2 they have added only 6 foods. Okay, from that also I want to delete this one. Okay, because both are same, so I'll delete the this one. Click on delete. Food deleted successful, and here also we can see it got deleted. Then after that we can add the food here. Okay, so from here let's add the food. Double cheese burger, same I will write here also. Then select the category. I will select the category burger. Okay, and regarding this category, this is added by the admin. You can see the previous video. Okay, and the price for this, let's keep 200. Select the image. As of now I'm selecting only one image for all the 3 images. Okay, so add food, and food added successful, and we got navigated at the home page, and in here we can see our double cheeseburger. Okay, so if I click on the add to cart button, okay, we can see the restaurant detail as McDonald's. Okay, and the contact we can see restaurant 2. Okay, and by using the same email ID I have logged in into the system, and we can see the image here. Since I have added the single image for all the 3 image, so that's why here in the slider we are able to see the same image. Okay, so from the home page basically customer can order the food by sitting at home. Okay, but what if, let's suppose, customer wants to eat that food by going to the restaurant, then how restaurant will manage that thing? That is the important thing. Okay, regarding this, like add to cart then order the food, I have already shown in my existing project, but here in this video our main focus is how restaurant will manage the customer orders when customer will visit to the restaurant. Okay, so for that we have one option here, that is restaurant management, and in here we have got 4 options, that is add table, view tables, add table order, and the view table orders. Okay, so the very first one is add table. Okay, so from here we can add the table in the system. Okay, the second option is view tables, so I'll click here. Firstly let's see how many tables are there in this restaurant. Okay, so this is fresh restaurant, I think that's why there is no table here. Okay, so we can add from here. Okay, I will give the table name as table 1, and this contains uh, 8 seats. Okay, add table, and table added successful, and I will go here. We can see the table name is table 1 and the total seat is 8. Okay, and from here we can also update the table. Okay, but as of now let's add some more tables. Okay, add table, and let's also add table 3 for this restaurant which contains 8 seats. Add table, and here we can see all the 3 tables. And okay, and let's suppose we want to update the tables, we can do that also. So let's suppose for the table 3 only 4 seats are available, but by mistake I have added here 8, so we can update it to 4. Okay, total seat for the table 3 is 4. Okay, and I will update it, and table updated successful, and here we can see that for the table 3 the total seat is 4 for this restaurant. Okay, and this is only for the restaurant 2. Okay, in the similar way multiple restaurant can register and multiple restaurant can do the same thing. Okay, they can add the table for their restaurant. Okay, but here I'm adding the restaurant for my restaurant 2. Okay, so from here we can add the table. From here we can view all the tables, and from here we can also update the table details, and we have also got one option called delete the table. Okay, so let's suppose I want to delete the table 3 as of now. Okay, we can simply click on delete button, and the table deleted successful, and we can see table 3 we are not able to see here. Okay, so the next option is the add table order, which is the most important function of this project. Okay, so let's suppose customer visited to a restaurant and he ordered some foods. Okay, and after finishing the food he will visit to the reception, and the person at the reception, he will generate the bill for him now. So now let's suppose the customer has ordered one double cheeseburger. Okay, let's add the quantity as 2. Add food, here we can see it got added here, the quantity 2 double cheeseburger. The price which we kept was 200, so for 2 quantity it's 400 and the total bill is 400. Also, let's suppose this customer ordered this Hyderabadi chicken biryani. Okay, the quantity 1, I will add it here. Okay, Hyderabadi chicken biryani, for one quantity it's 299. Okay, so the total bill is 699. Also add tikka pizza, add food, and we can see it got added here, and we can see the total bill here. Okay, that is 1157 rupees. Okay, so basically from here we can add the food which customer was ordered. Okay, and now after that we have to select on which table the customer was seated. Okay, so let's suppose without selecting this table I click on the order button, then here we will be able to see select the table, this toast message. Okay, then so I'll select this is very important. On table 2 the restaurant was seated and he has ordered this much foods. Okay, with this much quantity, and the total bill is 1157. Then after that we will also select the sorry, enter the customer detail. Okay, that is Murad, and customer email let's keep as demo email id, that is and now after entering the complete detail I will simply click on the order button. We can see the total bill, that is this one, 1157 rupees, and I'll click on the order and table order added successful. So now we can click on the view my foods, sorry, not this one. I'll go to the restaurant management only, and here I will, from here we had added the table order for the customer, right? So here we have got one option called view table orders. So from here we can view the complete detail about all the orders. Okay, so this was the latest order which the restaurant person has added, right? The order id is this one, the table 2 on which Murad customer was seated, and the customer email id we can see here. Okay, and the billing date also we can see, and the bill amount in rupees we can see 1157 rupees. Okay, and if you want to see the complete detail I can simply click on the view bill, and from here we will be able to see the complete detail like order id, table on which the customer was seated, customer name, email, billing amount. Okay, this is the billing amount, sorry, this is the billing date. Okay, and all the order food which customer was ordered with the quantity and the price. Okay, total bill is 1157 rupees. Okay, now I'll close it. Now again I will order some more customer order. Okay, for like demo name, customer detail I entered. Now let's suppose he also ordered this double cheeseburger with the quantity 1. Add here, total bill is 2, and I will also add this tikka pizza with the quantity 2. Add food, total price is 658 rupees. Now I will add order. Okay, table ordered successful, and now if I click on the view table orders we can see now it is coming on top. Okay, the bill amount is 658 rupees. If restaurant want to see the complete order of this customer, okay, he can see the complete thing. Okay, like he can see the billing date, like when this customer had came to the restaurant. Okay, and what all foods he had ordered. Okay, when he was in the restaurant. So yeah, complete detail we can see here also. This demo name, this customer has ordered 2 food. Okay, so now in this way restaurant can also manage the offline customers who will visit to the restaurant. Okay, so now we can say we can use this project for handling the online customer orders also, and also we can handle the offline customers also. So this was the complete overview of the project, in which I have shown the complete restaurant management system, and I have shown like how restaurant can manage the offline customers. I hope you guys liked each and every functionalities which I have added in this project, and students can use this project for the learning purpose. They can also refer this project for creating their own project, and also this project is really good for the resume. And I hope along with the functionalities, you guys like the video too. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We will meet soon in my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.